week on Real Estate Raw. Okay, folks, we had our first freaking rattlesnake. This thing's opened up. It's like somebody's been in here and scavenged through the place, to be honest with you. It's like somebody went through the goddamn cabinets in this place and broke into here. Oh. There's 303. We got them locked up behind bars now. I think I'm gonna take you for a little treat, a little special place. It's a West Texas landmark, since we're in a neighborhood. We'll do a little blocking thing here. Ah! Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're testing some of our bowls. We got 11 bowls to test today. We're testing them here at our pens on our ranch. We usually take them to the vet's office, but sometimes through scheduling conflicts, we'll do it right here on the ranch. And so what we have here is we have the pen set up. We have alleys, and they come around one at a time. We'll put them into this chute. They call that a chute, the gate. There's gunner with the pole to keep them in place. And then the vets will go ahead and start testing the bulls. And they have a machine over there that will test their sperm counts and motility and fertility test counts. And that's what we're doing now, is basically extracting, finding out counts on it and seeing whether they have. Watch out for rattlesnakes. They could be anywhere in this little area here, and they might be sleeping, or who knows, but we've had rattlesnakes in this area. That's why I'm saying that. And I actually got ran over by a calf in this area one time, but you gotta be very careful on steps around here. But with all this cattle movement and everything like that, if we did have anything early today, they might have. But I had a pair of flip-flops once right over here, and there was a rattlesnake sleeping. I almost stepped right on with a flip-flop one day. And then, ooh, that one step, I backed up and then backed off.
They told me my bull was good, so I just yeah. I wasn't there, but they told me mine was good. So.
Good to go?
Oh, crap, I'm stuck. Come on now. Hey. Yeah. Ah. Get down off there. Ah.
So what they're doing is they're walking, cutting off 303. So they got them in that group right there. And then we'll just keep working it until we get 303 isolated. And Gunner's pretty good at cutting them off by foot. Usually have them on horseback in here. We usually have some of the guys on horseback cut them off by horse. But Gunner's got to do it old school by foot. Is that 303? Sorry. We'll come around this way because they'll see you. And they get spooked. There's 303. We got him locked up behind bars now. He's gonna get tested. Did he pass?
Yep.
All right, that was success. They're all good. We got 100% success rate. That's usually not common. Usually there's always one, maybe two, one. This time around, 100%. So we'll take it.
So today we just
Yeah, explain what you did today.
we just tested
Did a
some
good job.
bulls. Basically, you test your bulls, see if they're any good or fertile, and then the good ones we gave them wormer. Helps to keep the flies and fleas off of them, and then wormer to keep them dewormed from any parasites that may be infected inside of them. But just keeping the herd clean, you know.
Yeah, it helps.
Yes.
We all use the same vets. We all, do the same things, and so we always put out a strong commercial Angus bull. My father-in-law Richard used to buy, he used to pay $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 for one registered bull, and we always had a closed herd, so we always produced a strong commercial bull.
Yes, sir.
And so we were lucky to have that in this county.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
School my daughter Mal.
Known y'all forever.
Little Gunner from a little kid. I remember playing football.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, watching him play football.
Yes,
and I
sir.
showed his family some bulls.
Yes,
Your
sir.
mom was a teacher or somebody. They called the bull Bob the Bull. I remember that when one of the kids told me one day.
Yes, sir.
They came home from school. They said, "Dad, Mrs. Bateman, when you sold them a boat, they call it Bob the Bull." And I was like, "They call it Bob the."
Yeah, we named them after you.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing. What do we?
All right, let's take a look at them. They all tested good, so let's see which ones look the best and seem the most gentle.
541 looks like he's got an attitude issue.
No, he doesn't.
Looks like he's got an attitude.
He looks like
No,
a
he looks
sweetie.
actually looks like a sweetheart. This guy,
No, no,
he's the stud of the group.
Those ones are ready
That
to go.
guy's ready to go. What's his number?
535, I think.
535. He's raring to go right now.
Oh. I don't see any crazy
That guy looks like he's one of my favorites right there.
You know what? They all look good. I'm not really seeing. Those ones look like a little. Those ones are starting to.
Okay, see the one with the bald head? He's the fighter.
Those two yellow ones are both fighters.
Yeah,
They're
see,
fighting each other.
the ones that like to fight, they get the baldy on top of their head. Those are the fighters. We look
Well,
for
those are the ones that are usually really ready to go with the cows.
That's true too.
One is the teddy bear, I think.
Yeah,
right
he is
there.
a teddy bear. This guy's pretty nice too.
They're all pretty nice.
You know
I
what?
don't see-
We always have a good set of bulls.
Well, the one Lano put in there because he's sending the one to the sale that was acting bad.
What's the ages on these, Crystal, you think?
18 to 20 months.
You think so? I was thinking more like 16. You think
No.
they're 18? All right, 18 to 20 months. Somewhere in that ballpark. We'll let these guys be.
He just wants some food.
Yeah, he's hungry. All right, kids, back to work. What would this video be without me showing you some real estate? So I'm about to show you some real estate here on a ranch, and it's a house that, it might take a little while to put this one back into shape, but I'll be honest, if I really wanted to, we could, but I'm gonna show you some real estate. I'm gonna show you a beautiful house that needs a little updating. Actually, it's a house that's been deserted for about 40 years. And it's part of West Texas history, and I'm gonna take you on a little tour of that house. The house we lived in for 5 years in the ranch, and we haven't been back in a long time. So every once in a while I'll come in, I'll grab some stuff. We left stuff here, I'll check on the property. I haven't checked on it in a good, God, at least a year. So I'm gonna go check on it today. Anybody home? This thing's opened up. It's like somebody's been in here and scavenged through the place, to be honest with you. Like somebody went through the goddamn cabinets in this place and broke into here, to be honest with you. We didn't have it like this. Must be some high school kids or something. The lights on like they went to the bathroom. This is my daughter's old room. When they were little girls. Painted it purple. But yeah. See, we still got like miscellaneous. Look at this small little thingy here. It's Olivia. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, I know, but I'm very sentimental. When we left, I kind of left things. Like Shane's bed. It's busted. There's the old Red Sox. He was into that. Look, he's got this little BB gun still here when he was a little kid. So I did something that was dumb when we left this house. I bought a bed. And it was one of those Posturepedic, dual zone, you know, adjustable, all that stuff. The cooling gels. I had a controller for each side of the bed. And I don't think I had that thing more than 8 months before we moved. And you know what? I left the bed here. And you know why I left it here? Because one night while I was sleeping, the controller got under me and my legs were starting to go up in the air. And I just didn't like the bed. I had a big gap between me and my wife. I mean, it was just, I called it the selfish bed. It was a very, to me, it was a very, so I paid a lot of money for that bed, and that sucker's still here. And here it is. Right there. Look at that. That's a nice freaking, it's ruined now. I wouldn't freaking sleep on that to save my head. Look at this, a couple lighters. Oh, God. See if they work. Yep. This was Little Richie's room. This was Trash Man's room when he was a little kid growing up on a ranch, when he was probably from the age of 2 years old to 6 years old, or 7. This was his little, growing up in a ranch, his little, oh, look at this. There's a laptop here. Acer laptop. But yeah, this was Little Richie's room. I do have some family photographs and things like that. Look at Grandpa's stuff. That was my father, Grandpa Elvis. But yeah, so this is like a time capsule, this house. Every once in a while I'll come back. They're all bigger now and up in Lubbock and college graduates. But this ranch house, when they were little kids, we all were here at the ranch. So this house here, when my father-in-law was buying land back in the day, sometimes he'd buy it off of people that would just have small acreages of land and have a house on it. Well, this house came with the land that he bought. This house hasn't been lived in, I believe, since like the 70s. And at one time, I guess this was a nice house. And, but this is like a West Texas time capsule right here. This used to be a front porch back in the day. Just imagine yourself back in the 1950s, out here working with mules and no central AC back then. This is how they would cool themselves off after a hard day. They come out here and these are the porches they sat on. You know, ranch history is just a history. There's always a rich history behind when you look at something, why it's there, how it got there. And there's a story, I'll tell you a story about this fellow. I don't know, it's stories that have passed on through the years, but I was told that the fellow that lived here with his family, there's a hill that goes up there, and he was building terraces on the hill. He was using mules. And one day, at a hot, whatever day it was, summer or spring, one of those mules got tired, and all that fella did was, that lived here, he pulled out his gun, shot that mule in the head, went down here and grabbed another mule and kept on working. And that's how it was back then. That's how it was. It was all animal power and just getting things done, living off the land, and they didn't think twice about it. I heard that story, and they said, yeah, that fellow, I mean, that's just how they did things back then, you know, they just getting stuff done, living rough out here. Imagine no cell phones, no central AC, no telephone communication. They would sit on this porch, and this is how they would relax after a long day. Yeah, this is some good wood right here. If you took the time to take this place down, you know, reclaiming some old vintage wood to build whatever. But yeah, this is the back part of the house, man. You can see there's the bathroom used to be right there. And like I said, this place hasn't been lived in over 40 years. Look at this car. I know all these years, I never even knew this car was here, way back here. If I know any good mechanics, actually it looks like the top has been cut. They didn't do this on purpose and take this top off when they're out here working cattle or feedings and whatnot. Look at this, no back seat here. So I'm wondering, back in the day, this was like their version of a feed car, because this stuff has definitely been done with a shear. This roof has been sheared off. Let's see if we can find out what kind of vehicle this is. Anybody sees this and they can get an idea what kind of car this was, that'd be cool to know. I don't see any markings on it though. But look at this. The door opens this way. The old suicide doors. I don't see anything that would be descriptive though, what make or model this car was. It's a Mercury 8. That's what it's called, a Mercury 8. There it is. We found something, identified it. It's MEC, it's a Mercury 8. See that little bastard? Now I really want to throw something at him because he's really pissing me off. I don't have any guns on me or anything like that. But you know, he's not bothering us. I won't bother him. But there you go right there, folks. There's a damn rattlesnake. You got to be careful around here where you step, like I said earlier. And there's one just sitting there. He's quiet right now. He's not rattling. But we don't want him to rattle. That means he's warning us, you know. Stay the f away from me, basically. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Oh! He didn't rattle, though. Watch him come chase me now. All right, we want to get at least one rattle. Come on, rattle, kid. He's not even rattling. He's playing coy right now. He's like, I'm not going to rattle. I know you want me to rattle. And I'm not going to rattle, punk. Come on, one rattle. That's it. I'll leave you alone. The rattlesnake that doesn't rattle. You know what that means? That means he's smart. That means he's saying, I'm not going to rattle and warn you. I'm just going to come after you. So you know what that means? Time to skedaddle. I think I'm going to take you for a little treat, a little special place. It's a West Texas landmark. Since we're in a neighborhood, I think I'm going to take you all on a little trip over to there. I don't even know if the sign still exists there. It's an old landmark. It's really not kept up well anymore. It's kind of a little hidden secret West Texas history treasure. And I'm going to take you down there, and we're going to take a look. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to surprise you. But the sign may be there, may not be. But I'll definitely put you in the whole story and get your hands on a little West Texas history. Okay, so we're out here by Billy Standiford's grave. He was killed by Pink Higgins. That sign used to state that, but it's been such a long time, the sign's even worn out. And so unless you know this place is here, you'll never find it. But today, I'm going to take you on a little trip to show you this West Texas landmark, and I'll tell you the story as we're going to it. But the story goes, a fellow by the name of Billy Standiford was in Spur, and he had a problem with a fellow by the name of Pink Higgins at the turn of the century. Something to do about a wife situation. And Billy Standiford came out here and confronted Pink Higgins. Pink Higgins, if you ever Google him, he didn't like horse thieves, he didn't like certain people, and he killed a number of people in his lives. Well, the way Billy got off the horse, from what I was told, was a provocative way. And Pink Higgins was justified in shooting him right there on the spot, which he did. So, right where Pink Higgins shot him on the spot is literally where they buried him, which is where we're going to right now. It's a landmark, and they literally buried this cowboy right there. There it is. So that's Billy Standiford, and Pink Higgins basically shot him right here. So here's the landmark I was telling you about, and this is where it happened right here. This is Billy Standiford's grave, shot and killed by Pink Higgins, October 1st, 1902. And so yeah, this is literally where Billy Standiford's final resting place is. And I believe this was the last person shot and killed by Pink Higgins. And you can see here, people leave a bunch of coins here. Oh, check this out. Come in a little closer here. We got bullets. We got different type of caliber bullets here. And they are part of the grave in honor of Billy Standiford. There's even money here. Look at, nobody messes with this. It stays here. There's quarters. All the change and nobody. Look at that big old bullet right there. Look at that. That is something else. But yeah, I figured I want to show you this. Like I said, I'm a hands-on. I love my history. I love real estate. I love history. I love being in a ranching business. And to me, this is all bonus. This is bonus. If I can share this with you all and enjoy it as much as I do, you know, this is hands-on history here. This is one of the perks and benefits, and I appreciate it. And it's very humbling. So I was told a long time ago about history to pass it on. That way it doesn't get forgotten about through time. And as you can see, this is one of those areas that we're out here in the middle of Nowheresville. The sign, can't even read the sign anymore. So unless you know this place exists here, you'll never find it. But I figure you get a kick out of that. I love the horseshoe. I think that's kind of neat and cool. The horseshoe's right there. I think that's cool, to change with the bullets. I mean, it's just cool. But yeah, this is a little bit of a treat today. I wanted to share with you all. Hope you appreciate it as much as I do. And look them up, Pink Higgins. Google them. It's a cool little story. Okay, so I think we're gonna head back and we're gonna push our bulls down this alley and get them back out to pasture. Get them into some shade. It's getting hot out, so they can shade themselves, get themselves some fresh water, and that gives us a little bit of positioning in our pen to move some other stuff we get for sale next week. And we need to have access to water in our pens, so we get some stuff we're keeping in the pen until they go to the sale. So we gotta kind of just do a little reposition shuffle right now and move some stuff down and reposition.
Jump out right there and open that gate.
Yep. And I'll do a picture. We'll do a little blocking thing here. Is that the one that jumped out? No.
No, we have that open so they can get grass in there because the grass is
All right. Now we gotta move these guys. This guy's gonna be a son of a gun. Come on. See, when they start eating some good grass, they won't listen to us. This guy here is gonna... Come on! Oh, shit. Yeah. Come on! Jerm, try to come this way! There we go. Look at Jeremy go. He's a freaking natural-born cowboy, this kid. There we are. Mission accomplished. Get Jeremy closing the gate. All right, so we got water. We'll just come up here to double check, make sure we got a full water trough. It's on a float. What's going on with this one?
It wasn't level and it was like leaking out because it got so eroded underneath over time.
So that's what
From leaking
happens.
and stuff.
When they'll drink, it gets eroded under it sometimes. You know, they're 1,000-pound, 1,500-pound animals, so they'll eventually just kind of dig out their own little areas. They've been drinking and you end up with something like this, and so then you got to keep moving these troughs around. Eventually over there will look like this. And then eventually this, over time, will just level itself out through wind and erosion. Here they come. High-end commercial grade Angus bull. I always say, when I have my private treaty buyers, I let the talking, he'll do the talking for me. We had one bull that was so gentle. One time I was talking to a private treaty buyer, and he put his head right on my shoulder, just like a teddy bear, instead of patting him. Now my uncle flipped out, said he could easily, stepped on my foot and broke it. He's still got a 1,500-pound animal. But I'll be honest with you, if you don't show any fear and you're around him, you're okay. Once you show a little fear, I swear to God, the animals pick up and sense that. Then you can run into some problems. But I never had a problem. Okay, thanks for watching today's episode. If I could do it, you could do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and catch us next time. Got an action thing here. There's our drone. That's the work. That's the hottest worker here on the ranch today. It'd probably be Monday. I'm out here at the ranch right now.
Oh, that's fine, man. I'll just leave it at the front desk at the office.
Okay, I'll snag that up Monday then.
Okay, sounds great, man. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
Hey, you too, Jason. All right, bye-bye now.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, see? Working real estate, working cattle, we always working it, one way or the other. If it don't make sense, it don't make money. So we could have some rattlesnakes. Next week on Real Estate Raw. He does not respond back to me and say another word. Then come June, I will send him I'll go after him for my lease rights. Look at this, I just did this though. I shot new drywall and texture on this. This is the bullshit right here. You know what I mean? Hi, I'm here for a set of keys. Another job we're gonna knock out. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.